and girls, welcome to SEA LIFE Melbourne Aquarium. My name is Amy and welcome to this afternoon's Ocean Predators talk. Now for the next few minutes I will be talking about the various fish, sharks and rays that you see in our largest tank. But before I do commence on further, I do have a quick few questions to ask everyone here. Starting off with, raise your hands nice and high if you have seen that little glass display on that top level. Have any of us seen it? Yes, some of us. Then you might have already read, with the sticker it's attached to, the thickness of this acrylic glass screen is approximately 260 millimeters. But there is a bit of a plot twist. It fails to additionally add on that this glass is also magnified, but in reverse, making all of our animals, quite frankly, look a lot smaller than what they really are in reality. And I will be using some special guests as prime examples, to say the least. Now, more about myself. I absolutely love sharks, but I am also one of the shark keepers here who love sharks too. I love that. Who here loves stingrays? Yeah. Alright, let's change up a little bit. Is anyone a bit scared or uncomfortable about sharks? Love the honesty. Now the reason why I've asked both sides of that question in regards to sharks is that we've got quite a few in here, around 12. All different personalities, but none of which you should ever fear, so don't fret. They are all incredibly friendly. And I am living proof, to say the least, that they do not attack humans. Still got all my fingers, toes and ligaments attached to me, as is the rest of my friends and colleagues you might see roam around by this ground level. Now to say that I love sharks, it should then come across as no surprise to then furthermore say that my best friend just so happens to be the largest shark we have. Now he isn't quite right here right now, but perhaps in a short bit he might. Now I did come prepared with some nice little photographs. Allow me to introduce you to Mitchell, our big grey nurse shark. Has anyone seen him? Yeah, you've seen him, yep. Now do keep looking right behind. Oh, you might ever so slightly be able to see him. In the far distance, a little shadow. Yep. And if you haven't, not to worry, we'll see it later on this afternoon or even after the presentation. Now, Mitchell's got a second name, and that is Mr. Sleepyhead. Who here loves to sleep? Quite a few adults here agree as well, yeah. Now, the reason for his second name is that Mitchell is actually asleep 90% of a given day. Now I promise you, when you do happen to stumble across him, he will be mid part of his slumber. But how you do know he is awake or asleep is as simple as looking at the movement in his tail. Just like a happy dog, he does wag his tail quite fast. But the speed at which he moves at, whether he is awake or not, is still the same. It never changes. But he is one of our super rare shark species and known to man thus far in this very exhibit that is incapable of taking the lovely little naps, whether that be afternoon or evening, straight back towards the sand. So he is the only shark you will see going on the constant parole, so the constant move. Now the other shark species we do have range from sandbar whalers, reef sharks, both black and white tipped, as well as a beautiful tawny shark. And if you're fortunate enough to see today, we do have a one-of-a-kind, our lovely little Leo, who is a leopard shark. But we like to think of him as a little puppy dog, as he doesn't quite know he is a shark, let alone what species. Always likes to run away and swim after all the other female sharks of a different kind. Now back to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 rows of teeth, but loses around 50,000 in his lifetime, which does mean we are constantly scuba diving on him and collecting his lovely little beautiful teeth to then put in various different sorts of jars to use for future educational purposes. Now with him alone, he is actually the only one left that we can find here in Victoria. What used to be no more than 10 years ago, his population was quite a booming high number. You're looking at around 200,000. But currently, right now, to this current date, there is less than 2,000 we can possibly find. The reason for that